lovely crafty people, and we are back with Junk Journal January, a collaboration project between lots of crafty YouTubers hosted by Sandra at Be Happy Stationery and Lindsay at The Vintage Button. And the kit that we've been using for this journal so far is a digital download kit that you can download for 50% off in Sandra at Be Happy Stationery's Ko-fi shop. Links in the descriptions below. And Jeanette from Crafting Dragon Designs has helped design this beautiful paper. And if you've been following along, you'll know that when I made my journal, I used different pages from each of the kit to just create the background on each page. And the last page we did was my favourite book or film. If you know, you know. And there we have the owls hiding in the wardrobe. So today, day 10, hang on, where's my pegs? I'm just going to peg this up because if I don't peg it up, it falls down halfway through the video. Just making sure everything's tucked in. And today is day 10. No, hang on. Day 11, Starry. And I was like, shall I cut out more stars? And then I thought, I had made this star bunting kind of tinsely Christmas decoration in my Christmas videos. Check back through my videos and see how I made it. And I thought, let's recycle some of that. So let's put some of that in my Starry page. I've got this lovely hedgehog image that I want to have crouched under the tree. And I've just got other bits of paper and book page from my wallet of bits and bobs that I'm using throughout Junk Journal January. I'm trying to stick with the same papers and kind of keeping the papers and the theme all on brand as we go through. So, Starry. We've got this wintry tree today, and we can have some of the stars hanging, and we've got our lovely little hibernating hedgehogs. Sorry, I am still full of this yucky cold, so my brain is barely functioning. So if I stumble over words, just bear with me. I get there in the end. But I just wanted to try and keep up with my videos, because if I lose momentum, then I'll put it to one side and I won't come back to it. And I want to complete this challenge. I'm trying, one of my aims for 2026 is that when I start a project, I'm actually going to finish it. Because if you've followed me for a while, you'll know I am so guilty of having multiple projects on the go and not getting anything finished. So I have torn around, but actually what I'm going to do is just tear around this hedgehog. Okay, so he's going to be down there at the bottom. I've got a little bit of that rose hip, kind of holly berry that we can have in as well if we need it. And I've just torn around the edges of my hedgehogs. Okay, so we do want quite a dark, starry night. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get a little bit clever. And I'm just going to darken this down a bit using the black ink. Not to cover the pattern, not to cover the paper, but I just want the paper a little bit darker to create that dark, moody, nightimey. So I'm just inking up my, whatever these are called, dibbity dab dab things. Okay, so we're just making that a bit more inky night. You could do this with a crayon, or you could just colour over it with coloured pencil. You could even put a layer of tissue paper, but I just want to darken up the page a bit. Just going round in circles, just to darken up the page a bit. And then I'm going to do the same with my brown ink, just to keep that kind of the brown of the page. And you see it also, it just kind of just darkens that page a bit. I just want the stars to shine. There you go. So pop those to one side. So now you can see the night sky is that little bit darker. So I'm going to snip the thread and pull some of these stars off the thread. Now, I don't necessarily want the really big ones, but what I do want is the little ones that I created. And if you've watched the video, you'll remember that I used a star hole punch I've got. And I used a template to draw around. And then I just cut them out. And these are made from mince pie tins, which I have eaten an inordinate amount of, and have lots more tins ready to do something creative with later on. I'm not sure I want any of those really big. Let's have a couple of those. 3. Let's have 3 of those bigger ones. So we're going to have the stars, going to make it starry. Okay. We've got that. I want to make that pop a little, so I'm going to back it on this paper. Will it fit on that bit? No. So I'm just going to make that pop a little by backing it on this paper, just because I don't want those lovely images, as I've said before, I don't want them to get lost. They're so beautiful designs, digital designs, and I want them to be the showpiece of each page. So just sticking that down. And what I might do with my gold is just add a little kind of edge round. You can see it as I'm going through the journal, and I'm picking up different bits of equipment to use. I'm adding them into the pages after. So when we do the flick through later, you'll be able to see where I've added different elements in, and kind of just kept it going to create cohesion. That's a big word for January. Cohesion through the journal. And as before, I'm going to just pick out that red. Got this beautiful flower here that I don't want to get lost. This beautiful winterberry flower. We don't want that getting lost in the background. So just going around the berries. Giving the berries and the flower buds just that little bit of definition. Not too worried about the leaves today. Okay. Using the black, actually, I'm going to just give the hedgehogs that little bit of definition as well, really in their eyes and just some of their spikes, just so they don't get lost. There you go. Oh, I've made him look a bit sinister. I don't want him looking sinister. I want them looking cute. I don't want them to look sinister and lose their cuteness. Ooh, spooky hedgehogs. No, they are cute hedgehogs. Excuse me. So I'm just going to tear around that, keeping bits of that paper so that we have got kind of another element to the layers. And it's not perfectly torn. Some of it shines through more, so that's going to pop there, which just makes that pop out a bit. And then behind the stars, some of them I'm going to just stick on scrappy bits of paper just to pull that paper through. So let's stick that one on that one, just so we're just giving the stars a little bit of element of the collage as well. Stick that one on that one. Not all of them, just some of them. Might do all of them. See where we go. Sticking that one on that one. Let's do a little few more on these bits here. So we're going all starry-eyed. Oh, tear that one off. Another little one there. We've got another bit of book page. Oh, let's have one of these larger ones on this book page. So it's nearly time to bring the Christmas decorations down. So these stars would have ended up, where would they? They'd have just ended up being popped in a box somewhere. So I just thought, do you know what, let's just use them while I'm trying to think of things to do. Let's use what we've got around us in the journal, and then it's a little bit of recycling as well, and then I won't forget that I've got these stars and they won't have just gone to the great craft room in the drawer and got lost and forgotten about until suddenly I go, oh, I've got some stars somewhere, as we all do. So just sticking those down, just so they've got, oh, got some background. Oh, getting a right old pickle here, and we've got some without. Okay, let's just tear that off a bit. So let's stick down our stars. Let's start with the bigger ones. Oh, that's helpful if you take the whole layer with you. Okay, I'm going to have that. Let's stick this one down while we're... So we know where we're sticking stars, so we don't end up... Stick him down as well. Now you could have made this into a little tuck spot that you could put some bits and bobs in. I'm happy with it just as is. We hopefully tomorrow will create a little bit of journal space. I've been trying to create a little bit of journal space throughout the journals so that it can be used as a usable journal. And there's nothing to stop you writing over the top of these because they're quite subtle images. So you could, if you were using like a dark marker, you could write over the top of them any thoughts, feelings, emotions, or anything really. So just making sure they're all stuck down. Okay, where's my starry prompt? Let's come in that bottom corner there. Let's just stick a little star on the corner. Have I got a little on the hand? Yep, there we go. And then just using my gold pen, I'm just going to do some little stars And you could add some snowflakes. You could add anything really. Just kind of enjoy the kind of relaxedness of Junk Journal January. Hope you're enjoying it. And don't forget, you can download this kit for 50% off using the link in the comments, the description below. And look at that. How cute is that? Starry, Starry, day 11. So enjoy journaling, like, comment, follow, share, all the other things you do to help my channel grow. And I will see you tomorrow for day 12. Happy journaling.